Hi, I'm Rob, and in this Gems of War video, I'm going to show you a team I'm going to use for this class trial in Doomsayer. Now, Doomsayer is a really good class. It's a very good class for this. A lot of the traits and champion talents are indeed excellent. Explode a purple gem at the start of battle is decent. Omen of Dark, and in the talent trees, there's lots of good stuff related to diamonds and purple. All very good indeed, but the thing is, of course, you're doing this normally for most people, unless you're just doing it for the free battles, because you haven't got this to level 100 yet, so you're not going to have some of this cooler stuff towards the end. And just because it's a Doomsayer event, you don't have to use the Doomsayer class, so we'll use something different. But as ever, first of all, grab yourself a tier 1 from the shop. This gives you a potion of enchantment amongst other stuff. You get more troops, more Doomsayer XP, more souls, and more battles, which is all very good. Right, now for the team itself, you can do these in any order you like. You don't have to fight them in order, but hey ho, I just do because it's just the way I do things. Right, so we got troops here. We'll have easy enemies at the start. These enemies at the beginning are going to be weak. So a troop like Despond is very good. It does deal damage to an enemy equal to their attack, then deals the same damage to all enemies above them, then summons an object of Despond. So it's pretty handy if you're a newer player to have that summon there. But the trouble is, in the early games, it's not going to be dealing much damage because it deals damage to an enemy equal to their attack. This is why we'll have a more powerful weapon in the first place, which does more damage. Pick any weapon you like, any damage to all weapon. Let's go to this. We'll type in damage to all. Like that. Bingo bango. And bring up all your damage to all weapons. There are some really good choices in here. I like this because it does damage to all. It uses purple in this team, which is what I want for a reason I'll show in a second. And there's a 20% chance to devour a random enemy. There are lots of good choices. Depends upon obviously how many weapons you've got. Fiend Fire is an obvious choice. 40 damage in my case to all enemies. Boosted by Diamond Allies, which is going to be your whole team. Then curse and burn all enemies. So lots of choice. But I'm going to go with black manacles for this. That damage to all at the higher level. And what will happen is, as the levels progress and the enemies get tougher, the Despond will come into its own. Because as the enemy gets more attack, it ends up that the Despond does more and more damage. So it ends up, this pairing is really good with black manacles and Despond. So in the early games, you'll just be charging up black manacles as fast as you can, casting that and wiping out the enemy in one go. In the later levels, you'll be charging them both up, and Despond will be doing really good damage. You cast that on the enemy at the bottom, make sure they do lots of damage, and then you cast your black manacles, or whoever gets charged up first. But the pairing is actually going to work really good. Why Demi-Naga? Demi-Naga creates 8 to 12 purple gems and gives all purple allies a quarter of their mana. So we have 3 other purple allies, so they're the ones that are going to benefit from that. You're going to get a load of purple, which benefits all the other team, and all our other team gets a quarter of their mana. So that's really cool. That is the way I'm going to try this. Banner for this, Night Banner from the City of Thieves, plus 2 purple, plus 1 blue, minus 1 yellow. So it's a rock and roll. We're going to go in Plague Lord class for this. All enemies lose 2 random skill points. Talent trees are quite good though. All diamonds gain 1 attack. Dark Hunger, steal 1 life from the first enemy when matching purple gems. Pretty useful there. It doesn't sound much, but how many times have you seen the first enemy like just hanging around on 1 life, and that's really annoying. And that just can be, that can just sort them out absolutely straight away. Anti-Magic Sphere, reduce damage from spells by 20%. Mana Source, start battles with 50% mana. Rock Solid, love that. Gain a barrier when matching brown gems. Arcane Surge, gain bonus purple from purple gem matches. And a Fortitude, or a Chaos Wave, whatever you prefer. Prefer Fortitude myself for all-round protection. And let's have a few scraps. So we're going to get a 50% start on the mana, on the hero. We've got that potion of enchantment. We've got loads of boosts on purple all over the place. We get charged up really quickly. But you notice when we cast this, we can create loads of purple and give all purple allies a quarter of their mana. There you go. Everyone's charged. See you later. Pick up that Vowed Raven, gives you 2 extra battles. Obviously the casting of or generation of that purple won't work all the time. The more purple that are on the screen in the first place, the more chance it technically has of working. But yeah, our despawns will get more powerful and more powerful as the game progresses. So we get a rock solid barrier when we get at that. Really useful for any player, really. I was going to say newer players, but rock solid is handy no matter what. And yeah, for these early stages, you're just going to go through using your black manacles or whatever damage toward weapon you chose. I mean, even if you're a newer player and your attack or your damage of your black manacles isn't as high as mine, and you're failing to wipe out these enemies in a single cast sometimes in the early stages, you can still use your despawns to finish them off afterwards. Just make sure you cast your despawn on the enemy at the bottom or as far down as you can. Because yeah, you go, we've got that devour then as well with black manacles. Not that we needed it, but it really does come in useful, that devour, especially on the higher levels. So a really easy way to go about this in the early stages. Combination of that 50% start on the hero and the potion of enchantment, really, really useful. Just gets charged so fast. Someone survived, but you saw my despawn was ready at the bottom there, so even if they didn't get killed off by whatever happened afterwards to finish them, then they would have been gone. Right, I'll just do this next bunch of 5 and call the video a day. You can get purple while it's there if you like to get your despawns ready, because now as the enemy's attack is going up, the damage at the spawn will go up as well. So you can cast your despawn on the bottom troop there, finish them off quicker than casting or charging your black manacles again, or whatever other weapon you chose. Yeah, this is like flying through at the moment, really good. No brown, no purple. So let's grab some blue maybe, or you could have got green or red from my mana generator. They only get 4 mana anyway. See, even if we don't match the purple when we cast this, it creates the purple, but it still gives all purple allies a quarter of their mana. And that's a quarter of their mana as well, no matter what. It's not a quarter of their mana remaining, what they need to get charged. It's a quarter of their mana. So in the case of the spawn, they get 4 each. So even if they weren't enchanted, the top one would be ready to go, and this one would be on 13. So yeah, pretty cool. And we still get bonus stuff anyway. There we go, everyone got charged up. Cast your black manacles first, then cast your despond on the troop at the bottom. Bingo bango, everybody's dead. Right, I'll just do a couple more because that's how it's going to work. Your desponds will just get more and more powerful the more powerful the enemy gets. So, and they have a summon as well, which is really useful if you're a newer player. It's no cause to panic if you did lose your top troop. You've got 2 summons here at the bottom who get more and more powerful as the game goes on. Got this dude here chucking out purple all over the place, and it also has a reflect 25% of skull damage as well, which can be useful. Should have got that purple then to charge up my troop, but we'll do it that way instead, hopefully. I mean, we've got the 4 mana anyway, so we can cast out on the bottom troop, damage to all, and gone. But there it is, there's the team. Very easy to use, very straightforward, and quite a lot of fun, especially when those devours kick in and give you those extra stats at the same time. Well, there's a video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful, helpful, any of that kind of thing, be really cool if you bash that like and subscribe button. But most of all, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you again next time. Bye for now.